So welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you. One block for those who may be joining us at home, if you're enjoying it later on, and we'll start in a seated position. It's feeling very cozy here in the studio, so I hope you're feeling cozy wherever you land at home. It's the season, isn't it, where people seem to be escaping to other destinations, meaning warmer destinations. Not us, we were in the mountains and it was spectacular. It was really so beautiful up at Falls Creek. Unfortunately, my son fell and had an accident and broke his collarbone, but he was so gorgeous about it. And I say this sincerely. There was a smile on his face as he's getting packed into the toboggan, because he's never been in a toboggan or on a snowmobile before, which I was like, well, at 23, that's not a bad thing. Believe me, this kid's a bit extreme. And then he said on the way down, he's like, it was so beautiful. It was like this winter wonderland. And here's this 23-year-old man telling me how beautiful it was, until they hit a bump, and then he was like, and then reality jarred us back. Isn't that kind of life, though? It is beautiful. Life is beautiful, even in the rain and the cold. We just have to look for the beauty, right? And then, yeah, maybe there'll be a bump and we'll get jarred into some kind of reality, because let's face it, shit happens all the time, whether it's broken bones or just, I don't know, the cat's ripped up the carpet or something. I don't know, something's not as serious. It's how we choose to engage in it, and that's our practice. It requires us to listen. That's not easy. Not just listen through this sense, but listen to the felt sense of our bodies. So can we sit for a moment and try that? It's not easy, truthfully, to come and close your eyes, but that's what I'd like to invite you to do. Allow the body, as it touches the earth, the points at, make contact with the floor, the block, the pillow, whatever it is you're sitting on. Feel that. Adjust, maybe a little sway to land into a sense of support. And then if you notice, if you're slouching a little bit, and that's our tendency as we lean forward, could you maybe lift your hands onto your thighs? Let the shoulders move back in space a little, and let the heart lift a little. Feel the breath moving in your body. And then allow yourself to listen. Is there any other places that you may need to soften? Are there any other places you might need to engage? I'm thinking upper back. Sometimes if you just give a little squeeze here, it holds you a little better. What would it feel like to press your thumb and pointer finger together into what we call a mudra, a seal? And if you gently press the tips of thumb and finger together, is there resonance? My ask for your practice this morning is that you listen. that you pay attention to your practice. On your next inhale, if you would, just stretch your arms wide and high. And then let the elbows soften as the palms find each other overhead and you draw your hands into your heart. And then if you would, if it feels right for you, would you join me as we begin our practice by chanting the sound of Om together? We'll do it just one time. Please take a deep breath in. Om. Gentle bow of your head, and then rub your hands together quite vigorously, more than you think. And then place those hands over your eyes and just listen, feel. And then very slowly let the fingers lift up and the eyelids to just gently lift up as we open the eyes and arrive into this very bright room. Is it me? Or it's just, yeah. Oh, it must be all your energy, brightness. There we go. Please come join me. We're just going to start not long on hands and knees, but use a blanket if you need. And then please have a block handy. We'll be using that. So just beginning here on hands and knees, making sure you have space from your knees to your wrists. And then inhale, look forward. Exhale and draw the belly in. Some of you could take your hands a little wider. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and round and draw in. Continue in that way just for a couple more rounds. And as you do so, perhaps noticing how you feel. On your next inhale, look forward. And then on the exhale, lift your knees and stretch up and back to downward facing dog. My first down dog is such an exploration. It's such a tuning in to what's going on. Is it my calves that are tight? And perhaps I'll lift one foot off the floor and just press into that opposite heel to stretch out the calves. Is it my hips that need a little swaying and opening? Is it the obliques, my side body, that needs to create a little more length and therefore the armpits need to lift up a little more? Or is it my shoulders as I press into the earth and stretch that I could create a little more engagement with? Take your time here as we gently travel forward to a high plank. Now, I would say most of you could walk your feet back a little more. And that's just going to give you a little more space. It's not going to feel great when you come back to down dog now, because it's going to feel too long. But will you just stay with me? Be patient with this. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Good. Exhale, back up and to down dog. Inhale, come on forward. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, come on forward, knees to floor. Exhale, take the block and place it between your inner upper thighs. Inhale, look forward. Notice how the adductors start to contract. Exhale as you round and draw in, keep squeezing the block. It'll help really engage through your lower back for those feeling that area. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and round and draw in. Inhale, look forward. Curl toes as you exhale and lift up and back. Focusing here on the block, you want to squeeze it together. And as you do so, you want to try and engage. So you like, it's like this action that you want to shoot it out behind you. Does that make sense? Yes. Very good. Some of you. Good. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Squeeze the block. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank. Nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, this is going to be a little wacky, but bear with me. Inhale, high plank. You could bring your knees down if you like. Otherwise, exhale all the way to the earth. You're going to have to release the legs, I think, and shift. The block's going to stay there, but you want it, yeah. And then re-engage. Press through tops of feet. Good. Hands are going to come off your mat. On your next inhale, make sure the shoulders are up and back. Rise on up. It's a little wacky. You can't come up so high, right? Exhale, come on down. Squeeze the block, inhale. Exhale, come on down. Good. Inhale, rise up. You're not coming very far. Mine's going right into my butt. Anyways, exhale, come on down. Hands alongside chest. Curl your toes under, lift your knees, squeeze the block. Believe in yourself. If you inhale, push up to a push up. Well done. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your heels will lift. Knees will bend. Squeeze the block. Look forward. See if you can jump towards the top of your mat. Now, that might not be easy for some. But you know what? No one dropped the block. That's a good thing. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold on in. Inhale, rise on up. Please catch your right wrist. Exhale as you arch over. Oh, the right wrist, Denise, sorry. Inhale, rise on up. Keep squeezing the block. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, rise on up. Look up. Exhale, pour yourself forward. The half lift, keep squeezing the block. As you exhale, bend your knees. See if you can jump. High plank. Woo, good. Exhale all the way to the earth. Inhale, cobra this time. Down dog, squeeze the block. Heels lift, inhale. Knees bend, exhale. Stepping, or see if you can jump. Good, half lift, inhale. Long breath out, exhale. Well done. Inhale, rise up. Catch your right wrist. Exhale. Rise on up, inhale. Catch your left wrist. Exhale. Inhale, look up. Exhale, keep squeezing the block, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Bend your knees. Exhale all the way to the earth. Well done. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Heels lift. Inhale. Squeeze the block. Jump forward. Half lift. Inhale. Exhale. Rise on up. The side stretch. Really exaggerate it. Over to the side. Inhale, rise up. Over to the side. Don't be in a hurry. Inhale. Exhale. Half lift. It's a jump. See if you can follow your breath all the way down. Oh, the layers are coming off. Good. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. This time, pause. We're going to take the block away. And just notice how it feels now to do down dog without the block. This impression that comes from our practice, the repetitive nature of our practice, is supposed to be encouraging us to pay attention, perhaps to the areas that need a little more strength and support. Not just to go to our deepest flexibility, but rather where in our bodies do we need to pay attention? Just realizing I don't have the speaker on, sorry. On your next inhale, it's your right leg that lifts. Exhale and bend the knee and let the hip open. Stretch it all the way behind. Inhale. And then step it all the way through between your hands. Exhale. Good. It's a crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Catch your left wrist and exhale over. Good. Inhale, rise up, look up, and then exhale, pull yourself over your front leg. Now you could balance, it's harder, or you can find the floor with your hand if you need that stability. Staying for 2 more breaths, draw your right hip back a little more. Good, so you could be here. Staying for 1 more breath. Good, and then inhale, bend that knee, let the hands find the floor. Exhale, look forward and step forward. So half lift, like you had blocks between your inner thighs. What would that feel like? Exhale and bow in. Rise on up, inhale. Catch your right wrist, exhale. Come back up, look up, inhale. Exhale and bow all the way forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, maybe it's a jump through. Maybe. Inhale, rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's your left leg that lifts. Inhale. Bend the knee as you exhale. Stretch it behind. Inhale. Exhale as you step it all the way forward. Crescent lunge, rise up, inhale. This time it's your right wrist, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale. And then left leg straightens as you fold forward. Again, you could find the floor. If you have back stuff, that would be a good idea to support your spine. This is a balancing position, even though we start to warm up those stronger muscles in our left leg, but it's hard. So you just pay attention to what you need. I would say some of you need to draw your left hip back a little more. Maybe think about hugging your inner thighs together. Could be a theme. Inhale, bend your front knee, find the floor with your hands. Exhale as you step forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, let something go. Rise on up, inhale. This time it's your left wrist. Ooh, just about messed up. Take your time, inhale, look up. Exhale, fold all the way in. It's a half lift, inhale, stepping or jumping, your choice, take your time, good. Through a flow, we'll meet in downward facing dog, good. Inhale, knees to the floor. Exhale as you reach for that block. Oh no, take it between your inner upper thighs. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and round the spine. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Squeeze the block. Inhale, roll over the outside of your right foot. Don't let the left foot touch. It's hovering in space. It's hovering in space. Good. Come back to down dog. Inhale. Go to the second side, right foot hovers in space. Good. Inhale, come back, down dog, like really lift your hips up, everybody. Good, come back to the first side, you're over your right foot. If you can, lift your left hand off the floor. Squeeze the block, squeeze your block, squeeze your block. There we go. Lift your hips higher yes, hurrah. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, high plank. Oh, I missed you, sorry. Exhale, down dog. I know, how fun is that? All right, we're gonna try the second side. So really, it comes from this core engagement. I promise you, if you use your adductors, it's gonna help. Roll over your left foot. Keep your hips lifted. Right foot hovers, maybe right hand to the sky. Squeeze your block, lift your hips higher. Yes, amazing. Take another full breath in here. And then exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale, down dog. Amazing. Remove the block any way you like. Don't throw it at me. I know some of you want to. I could see it in your eyes. Right leg lifts. Join me if you're ready. Inhale. Bend the knee. Exhale. Good. Stretch it behind. Inhale. Step it on through. Exhale. Well done. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Rise up. Really stretch out that breath as you stretch the left arm over. Good. Inhale, rise up. This time, exhale, let the knee come down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, left knee touches down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. We've got two more because I'm pretending I was counting. Something like that. Good. And then inhale, look forward, step forward and hover that left knee. Well done. Take a breath in as if you had blocks between your inner thighs. Tone through your belly and stand a little taller. Nice. And then we're going to take it to a twist opposite to what you might think. Good. Stay with your breath. We're going to start to lean forward. Kick your left foot back. Right hand's going to come to the floor. You're in Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe, baby. Amazing. Amazing. Well done. The block could be handy under your right hand if you need it. Nice. Lovely, everybody. Stay with breath. You're going to bend your right knee. Find the floor with your left foot. Come on up and reverse your warrior. Stay for the exhale and then windmill your arms all the way to the floor. Good. We're going to step back, right foot on top of left. It's Vashisthasana. Inhale. Good. The exhale's that Chaturanga. Back to high plank. Oh, that's so mean. All right, down dog. You can flow if you want. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Bend the knee. Exhale. Stretch it behind. Inhale. Step it all the way through. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Catch your right wrist and take your time. Like really stretch out that side body. Good. And then come back to center. It's a full breath in. The exhale is where the descent happens. Inhale. Eliza's like, really? I just got off a plane, Denise. Or maybe it's good, right? Good to get everything moving again. Good. Keep moving with breath. Inhale. And exhale. Where do you need to soften? Where do you need to pay attention, right? One more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, step. Find your balance. Like you had a block. Could you tone and lift a little more through your front body? And then take the twist towards your right. You know where we're going now. So look for a block if you need. You're going to find that stability as you start to hinge. Left hand towards the floor. Or you can balance. That's harder, right? Right foot as high as the hip. If you can get as high as the hip. Good luck, right? Yeah. Nice. Amazing. Amazing, you guys. You look amazing. Slow-mo, like you're having a good time. Bend that left leg. Okay, some of you not having as much good fun as I thought. Reverse your warrior. Stay for the exhale. And then windmill those arms. Good. Vashi on the right side. So you step your left foot on top of your right hand. The tendency I see is the hips are dropping. Lift them up, lift the heart up, and then exhale, chaturanga. Okay, this time it's a back bend of choice. Like you have blocks between your inner thighs. Squeeze there as you lift up and back. Down dog. 5 breaths. Where do you need more support? Sometimes for me, it's my shoulders. So I take my hands a little wider and I give myself a little more space. If I had a block between my inner thighs, how would it feel to squeeze there and press my thighs back and apart, we would say? How would that feel to create more space in my lumbar where I might have some tension? Good. On your next inhale, lift your heels. On the exhale, please bend your knees. Look forward, jumping forward. Good. It's a half lift inhale. So forward fold, exhale. Rise on up, grab your block as you come, actually, sorry. Good. And we'll take that block between our surprise and upper thighs. I used to say once upon a time, don't worry, no one will see you looking this goofy, but now I'm filming the jolly things anyways. I want you to just stand. Tadasana is a really common pose. I know for me, I tend to hyperextend through the back of my legs, perhaps collapse in my upper body a little bit. So if I squeeze the block, can you notice how the core engages? It's kind of cool, right? You feel, I feel taller. I actually feel quite, you know, fabulous, I have to say. But I'm not going to walk around with this bloody thing all day long. But it's that idea, right? Good. Now try it in chair pose. Try it, don't engage. If your shoulders are bugging you, bend your elbows, right? Don't hold here. Yeah, exactly. Soften. Smiling helps. Seth, that's what I keep on thinking of. He's such a smiler, even with a broken collarbone. Can you squeeze it? Notice what happens. Kind of cool, right? Does anyone find their glutes working? Well, only half the room. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to lift our left heel up and lift our left foot up. Now you should start to feel, if you squeeze the block, your glutes work. Anybody? All right, thank goodness. All right, put the right foot down. Stay. Just lift your right heel. Yes, squeeze, engage. Oh, yeah, baby. And then inhale, come down. Go low. Lift your heels, reach your arms back. Take a breath. Woo, go Tess. You're warm now, aren't you, honey? Good. And then rise up, heels down. Good. Exhale, fold all the way in. Please remove your block, or if you want to do the flow with the block, you can. Half lift, inhale. Exhale. It's either a step or it's a jump all the way to chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Downward facing dog. Our right leg's going to lift, inhale. Please bend the knee. Yes. Right leg behind you, take a breath in. Step it all the way through. Crescent lunge, inhale. Again, stretch through your side body. Most of us are a little compressed there. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, knee comes down. Inhale, lift it up and step forward. Whew, good. This time, open the opposite way, whatever that was. Do you remember? I think it's to your right. I could be wrong. Balance, right? Giggle. It's life is challenging. You just hit a bump on the ride down in the toboggan. It's all good. Take a breath. Good. This time it's your left hand, I hope, to the floor. Maybe touch down and then inhale, lift back up. What? No. Touch down. And then maybe lift back up. I promise you, if you engage your back leg, it'll help. Touch down. Oh, I'm alive. Good. We've got one more, my friends. This will be great for your sciatica, Helen, believe me, seriously. Good. Hold here. You're in a twisted Ardha Chandrasana. Pravita Ardha Chandrasana is a technical term. but I'm just going to worry about that back foot. Can you lift a little higher? Ah, anyone feel their booty now? Woo, slow-mo, left foot finds the floor. It's an easy twist. Nice, stay with me. Nice. If you have capacity in your hips to open to Cleopatra, that might feel really nice. Gorge. Eliza's like, yes, I want more of this pose, Denise. Good. Inhale, come on up, reach the arm over, and then exhale, come back in. 2 more times. Inhale, hips lift, arm lifts. Exhale, come back in. Good. Left hand's going to stay down. So you reach the arm over, maybe step your right foot on top of your left. Arm over, hips lift. Arm over, hips lift. Lots of space in your side body. Good. And then take a breath in. It's to chaturanga on the breath out. Controlled, gorgeous. Nice, really nice control, everybody. Downward facing dog. Amazing. Left leg lifts, inhale. Exhale and bend the knee. Stretch it high to the sky and then step it all the way through. Enjoy your breath. Inhale, but exhale, like lots of letting go and opening. You might even feel into hip flexor. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, knee touches down. Inhale, rise up, stepping it forward. This time you twist to your left, to your left. Find stability, find stability. Good. And then slow-mo will start to move. You're reaching your right hand towards the floor, your right leg to the sky. And then inhale as you find your way back up. May not look too pretty, don't worry about that. Good. Sometimes for me, it is my foot, right? I have lots of mobility in my ankle. So to stabilize my foot is hard. But if I stabilize my core, how does that help? I promise you it does. Really great, you guys. This is the last one. Yay. Hand finds a block or the floor. That foot tends to be a little low. Can you lift it as high as your hip? Can you draw your left hip back? Ah, can you open your heart to the left? Nice, really good. Stay with your breath, inhaling. Let it go, let it go. One more, keep that foot lifted, lifted, lifted. There we go. And then left foot bends as you find the floor. It's an easy twist. Adjust as you need, easy twist. Good. Full breath in to Cleopatra on the exhale. Arm up and over as you lift the hips. Inhale. Back to Cleopatra. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Lift it up. Exhale. Drop in, drop in, drop in. Good. Inhale. Lift it up. Stay lifted up. Left arm reaching as you step left foot on top of right. And then lift your hips up. Squeeze like you have a block between your inner thighs. Amazing. Lean back a little bit. Good, good, good. One more breath. Whew. Chaturanga, exhale. Back bend of choice. Child's pose or down dog, 5 breaths. How are we doing? Are we warm? I didn't turn the heat up, promise. Listen. The sound of this amazing biology expanding, opening to possibilities. When we challenge ourselves, when our yoga teacher challenges us, the breath in our body helps to reclaim our balance, reclaim our sovereignty over what we choose. Please join me in downward facing dog. Your next inhale, your right leg lifts. As you exhale, step it on through. Left knee to the floor. Now you might need a blanket, or you could simply roll the outside edge of your mat to pad your knee if you feel like you need it. Take your right foot a little wider. This is for my friend Tamara. Turn your toes out, and she doesn't know she's my friend yet. We've only just met, really, but I'm good for that, Tam, just saying. Some of us will stay here, yeah? Some of us might lift our back foot and reach for the back foot. Thigh stretch. Is it good if you're biking? Are you still cycling a little bit? I think I might have to start. Nice. Release your foot, frame your front foot, take a breath and lift your back knee. Good. Exhale, it's three-legged dog. And you'll bend that knee and you'll roll over the outside of your left foot. Now, a couple of choices. You could actually everyone come down. I'm going to show you, come onto your knees. You can actually do baby Kapinjalasana. So from your knees, kickstand your left foot and stretch the right this way. It's harder to do from Vashi, right? So if you're going to do it from Vashisthasana, you might even want to do a shorter stance as you come up, so that, can you see how my right foot is actually flat on the floor? That helps. Doesn't help to chat while you're doing it. But anyways, catch that foot and come back behind it. Or you might just do a wild thing. It's harder to do Kapinjalasana first. So we'll try it. Go left side, knees down. If you've got shoulder stuff, it might be a good choice. Kickstand your left foot. Or from Vashisthasana, roll over your left foot. Notice how my hips are lifted. Bend your right knee. Maybe catch the foot. Push the foot into the hand. Yeah, I actually got it this time. Good, lean back. And then maybe you release and find the floor, come into wild thing. Gorge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to flow, or just stretch out and down dog, your choice. It's your left leg that'll lift as you're ready. Inhale. Bend the knee as you exhale. Stepping it through. Back knee is going to come down again. You can pad that knee if you'd like. The left foot's going to come out a little wider. Turn the toes. Make sure they're 45 degrees. So just see how that, like you want the toes the same direction. Yeah, that. Toes the same direction as the knee, Helen. So turn your foot out a little. Yes, exactly. And then you can lift the medial side, the inside of the foot up. So you're on the outer blade. Just watch it, because apparently in snowboarding, you can tip over those blades. I'm just teasing. Maybe bend the back foot, back knee, I'm sorry. Maybe catch the foot. Two more breaths. Are you listening? Can you pull your heel in a little closer? Slow-mo release. So listen, some of us will go to down dog, but if you want to do the modification, just sweep the left leg up, kickstanding your right foot. Bend the knee and catch the top of your left foot here. Push the foot into the hand. It's the same direction if you're doing it full Kapinjalasana. Nice, nice. You're so there, Elise. Yeah. Push your foot back behind you and then start to look up to the sky. Maybe you release the foot and come into that wild thing. Some people call it flip dog. Good. And then rise up on an in-breath. Stretch in down dog or flow, your choice. We'll bend our knees to the floor and sit back into Bhadrasana. Some people call it Japanese seat. For my new Japanese friend, close your eyes. If the knees are uncomfortable here, take hold of your block and move it under your sit bones. Could you squeeze your inner thighs together a little and notice what happens? Maybe draw your shoulders back and down. Wouldn't it be nice if we paid that much attention all the time to our posture? We're going to keep unraveling now. So as you gently open your eyes, just watching for a moment, we're going to do a combination of a thigh stretch and a back bend. I'm using a block because it's harder. You don't have to use the block. So, and I'm just going to show from the side. One, it's Ekapada Virasana, the one-legged hero pose. So my right ankle is outside my right hip. Does that make sense? And rather than turning my knee out, I want my femur, I think it's better if we hug to the midline, like we had a block between our inner thighs. Then as we start to take it into a back bend or a deeper thigh stretch, depending on how you'd like to look at it, you want to move the block to the sacrum so that the fleshy part of the butt, if you have that, maybe that's just me, is off the block. Does that make sense? So you're actually on the base of the spine. Join me, it's pretty good. You can come all the way down. Don't worry if the knee lifts. You might like the right hand. Oh, feels so good, just saying. I may not get up for a while. I might just listen. If you need me, I'm here. I'm just teasing, really. If you want a little more, you can take your left foot onto your right thigh and let the knee open into a hip opener. So your left foot on top of your right thigh. Let the knee open out to the side. Yeah. You can do it without the block. It's less intense. Yeah. I would do other arm though. Think about the line of energy. Does that make sense? Yeah. No. Yeah, exactly. I think even through COVID, we've all got a little more visual, haven't we? Yeah, I never used to demo this much when I taught, but now, so tight. Well, hello, plane rides. I do this whole thing on plane rides where I try and do a bit of yoga. I get the scolded, ma'am, you can't put your feet up like that. Try taking your right arm overhead, this right. Just, does it make, can you feel it? Yeah. Again, if you think about just pressing gently through your inner thigh, I don't know, does it make a difference? I don't know. I'm just telling you my experience. It might be different for you. No matter what, right? We know this is good to release this front part of our body. I hope we do. Do we know that, Carly? The cats know that. You see them laying down on their backs, reaching, scratching the carpet. Well, mine does. Or the couch. We've got a spray bottle for that one, but yeah, hear you. Please listen carefully. You'll bend your elbows alongside as you push yourself and lift your heart up to come out of it. And then just gently release your right leg forward and just let all the fluids, and you might give yourself some love. Touch is a really healing process. We don't just need someone else to touch us in this way. We can do it ourselves. Sometimes it's the outer knee right here that might need a little bit of love. And then we'll come to the second side if you're ready. So it's your left foot that you bring into Virasana. And I'm happy to show you from this direction. I'm not mirroring right now. Yeah. And as you come back, right, you adjust with the blockers. So you move it like the butt is off it. Does that make sense? Yeah. You can do it with your butt on it. It's just harder. So I'm just trying to help. Yeah. And then it doesn't matter if the knee comes up, Kali. I reckon you can keep going, but maybe not. No. Okay. For some of you, I suggested you can place the ankle on the thigh and come into Baddha, like it's half Baddha Konasana, if you want to, the hip opener. And then it's your left knee that's bent, so your left arm that reaches over top. It's that line of energy, same arm, same leg. Yes, and then just enjoy this shape here. And if this is not enjoyable, let me know. I might have some other tips for you. Just give me a little. And one side is different, huh? So interesting. Oh, you have told me that before. I'm sorry. Yeah. Will it never come out? No. Well, you're amazing what you can do, right? No pain? No. It's a little weird. Yeah, fair. Can you rest on your elbows though? Because right now your shoulders are, if it's too much, it's okay. It's just your shoulders were, I don't want you to like, you're doing something good here, but then you're like not doing something good here. Which, hello, tendency, it's intense. Yeah. Press through the top of your foot. How are we going on this side? Yeah. I hope it's a good time, Saki. We want you to come back again and again and again. I know. Where, if you really listened right now, do you need to come out of it? Like our body knows, right? Even though I'm inviting it, maybe your body doesn't need it today. Is it your face that needs to soften? Sometimes I find myself there's tension in the jaw or in the forehead. And by all means, if it's too much, please do come out of it. Again, you'll take your time pressing through your elbows. Gently releasing that leg. And again, give it a little bit of just gentle love. You've compressed fluids and then they race back to do their best work. And so that's actually a good thing that we do in our practice. But be gentle with yourself. Nice. And then you can stay lifted on the block or not. We're going to extend our right leg. Take our left on top. This might be enough for some of us. If you'd like a little more, you can always fold your bottom leg in. I'm using a block, just feels nice today. I don't always. If this is super comfy, said a lot of people, not me ever, but like some people, you can always bring your bottom foot even further out. We're not going to just fold forward today. We're going to do a gentle turn. So we're going to go towards this direction. I want you to think about your right elbow on top of the thigh, and then the hands are going to come to the floor. Good. Keep flexing your feet, like the outer edges of your feet. And then like you had a block between your inner thighs, squeeze there. Push the floor away from you. Some of you could bend your elbows. I can see that. Maybe your elbows can come all the way down, Laura. Yeah. Not just Laura, it just happened to be in my line of sight. I know you're trying to hide behind Carly, but it didn't work. Again, if you're not feeling this, then you could come up and move your bottom foot further out. Good. Inhale, come on up. Just simply take your right foot, your left foot now to the floor and stretch your right arm up. I'm going to take the elbow over the knee completely now, twisting. Again, you might like to find the thumb and the pointer finger touch. This is called Chin Mudra. We did it at the very beginning. This idea of closing a circuit, maybe even closing the eyes for a moment. Can you think about your right ribs coming around a little more? The heart or the sternum lifting, yes, and twisting from that space in your body. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Hands to the floor wherever you are. A little release. Feet to the floor, hip distance. Fingertips towards your butt. Shoulders up and back. Hips will lift up. If you want full Purvottanasana, the legs can straighten. And you can lift up from here. Promise you'll have one more chance to try that if you like. Nice, you guys. And then please lower on down. Good. It's your left leg out in front, your right on top. Again, this could be a good choice for some of us. You want to pull this foot up towards the hip. If you'd like to bend the bottom leg, great. It's your left elbow on top of the knee. If you fold over towards your right-hand side. Back, I'm just going to suggest move it back. So again, it's like catches your butt, but you're not as high. And see if that's helpful for you. Yeah, I think so. It's all this little moving around, you know. Elbows to the ground is where you're heading, but I want you to push the floor away from you so you can feel the sit bones move back. And again, if you flex your feet, the outer blades of your feet, and hug your adductors, your inner thigh muscles together, it's going to help actually open the outer hips, which some of us might have a little tightness, a little sciatica, right? This is totally targeting that area. Good. Inhale as you're ready, come on up. Let your top foot, I think it's your right one, find the floor now. And it's your left arm that makes space as you take the elbow across the knee and twist to your right. Pointer finger and thumb touch into Chin Mudra. This time it's your left ribs that move around the spine. So you move from the back body forward. Collarbones are wide, heart lifts. Can you think about even here, crown of head reaching a little higher? Lovely. Maybe close the eyes, about 5 breaths here. And then come on back to center. Inhale. Good. Extend your legs. We could have done that crazy thing. Oh, I know what we're doing. Extend your legs or bend them. Fingertips towards your hips. Shoulders up and back. This is a shoulder stretch. You could stay here, or you could come into a more weight-bearing position. Drop your head back. Don't hold tension in your neck. Good. And then come on down, and we're going to take the block. Now, I just want to show you, we're going to do a couple of back bends to finish off. So bridge pose, we can do it supported. The tendency when I see in public classes is feet go out this way. It's not wrong. It's not necessary bag depending on your body type. But what we know is that when the femur glides into your hip sockets, your acetabulum, it narrows your back. And so you'll get pinching in your back. Not good for those nerves that cause pain down the edge. So if you turn your legs in and use your adductor muscles, it creates more space in your back. So no matter where we're at, but if we're suffering from low back stuff, a block between your inner thighs is a really good practice. So we're going to do it in bridge to start, but maybe advance it to upward facing bow. Join me. Try this. Pretend like it's a beautiful winter wonderland and lay on down. And you do not have a broken clavicle, so maybe just really savor this moment. Savor what it feels like to gently press down through your feet, but gently squeeze the blocks together. Notice what happens. And then inhale, lift your hips off the floor. You might interlace your hands underneath the sacrum and squeeze the shoulders more firmly onto earth and create a little more upper back opening. And then slow-mo, come on down. Take the block away. Do another one without the block and just pay attention, listen. So feet firmly on earth, lift your hips up. Notice if your knees start to go wide, how it feels perhaps, or maybe turn your heels out and feel that like drawing of the inner thighs, not just towards each other, but in and down. And you'll notice you create a little more space here. And then come on down. Has anyone, just lift your hand up so I know, has anyone not done a upward facing bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana? Yeah, and not everyone, it's an invitation only. It's never, ever, it's when you place your hands and you press up into a back bend. Eliza, do you mind being my demo chick for just a minute? So just everyone come sit. Do you mind coming onto the mat just so people at home know what we're doing? So I actually think the back extensions, we call them back bends, but come lay down like you're going to do bridge, baby. She just got off a plane, but she's professional. Back extensions are good, right? They're creating space in our body. We're doing this a lot. If we're cooking, if we're reading, we could be doing that kind of stuff, right? We're curling in a lot. So we want to expand and open and offer balance into our lives. This is all our practice is about. So I'm going to suggest holding my ankles, like thumbs to the front of my ankles. So I'm going to check that Eliza's feet are parallel and that she's engaging here, because that's going to help her use her core to come up. She's done it 1,000 times and she's got a great practice. I know her, so that's why. Hold my ankles though. So this is a nice choice. So for any who haven't done it before, come to the top of your head, honey. So lift your hips, and then she's going to let the shoulders move off the back and then let them move onto the back. So your shoulders keep on your head. Yep. Good. Take your shoulders off. Yep. And then bring them back on. Yes. Can you see that? So take them off. Now she's going to engage them on. Yes. Keep that. Now push down through your hands to lift up. Nice. Now I'm holding her quite firmly. How nice is that? Isn't it good? And then she might even lift her heels up to create more space in her lower back. How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah. So this isn't for everyone, but I'm just giving you this option if you want me to help you into it. And then she's going to come down the same way, looking up towards me. I'm going to support her all the way down. And she's going to take a breath, and she's going to let her knees go from side to side. She's not going to hug her knees straight in, because that's exactly the opposite that we just did, and that's not a great idea. So we're either going to do bridge again, which is so good for us, or she just jumps up and is ready to go. Or we're going to try that one. All right. I want you to try it with a block.
Yeah.
It's restrictive, but like, try it. Does anyone want my ankles? I mean, just to borrow. Yeah. It actually feels good, doesn't it? Yeah. Supportive, because you don't have to do all the work. Isn't that nice? Isn't that why we have friends? I'm really strong. You will not break me. I have big grown men in my family who do this with me. Hold me. Yeah. As you're ready, just do you. Lift your hips and come onto the top of your head. Oh yeah, that ponytails can be the hardest thing about our practice. Yeah. And I'm going to hold. I want you to bring your elbows in and draw your shoulders onto you. Yes. Nice, darling. And then you push down and lift your heels up. Yes. How you feeling?
Good.
Yes. And she's even like got lightness in her voice. That's a good thing. Good. And it's up to you how long you want to stay or when you're ready to come down. And you look up towards me as you come down. I'm just holding your shoulders on your back. And then take your knees from side to side. Well done. Super nice. I'm going to hold my wrist, my ankles. Notice how wide I just went?
Yes.
I did that on purpose for you because you have a tendency to go narrow.
Right.
Yes, just saying.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Try it and see how it goes. Yep. And then all the way up, knees, heels lift, sorry. Heels lift, and then arms straighten. Yeah, even more, I think. How you doing? Straight, push your arms straight. Push them, push them. Woo! You okay?
Mm-hmm.
That was
I'm like cutting off your buds and pie.
No.
Mm.
Up to you. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Because it
Yeah.
takes the weight out of the wrists.
Yeah, I can't seem to get up. Do you know what I mean? But I
Hang
think
out
I'm
with
going
me.
Too wide, but you think I'm going too narrow.
I think you're going too narrow.
Right.
I think this needs to happen.
Yeah, right.
Anyone else? We're starting to cool down. I can see it. All right. You're going to really not like me. Everyone toss around and do a downward facing dog. What? I know. Sorry, Heidi. She already put the sweater on. Carly's running for hers. You can put your sweaters on. I just like a down dog. This is a inversion. If you have another inversion, if you want to do a handstand, if you want to do a headstand, if you want to do a shoulder stand, please feel free. This is an inversion though. It's a safe inversion. I want you to envision here that you have a block between your inner upper thighs, and maybe you can stretch your spine a little longer. Yes, nice. Some of you actually lifted up out of it a little bit, and that was good. We'll take at least 5 more breaths here. Tess, if you want to lift one leg at a time up. Yes, you do. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm here, darling, as you're ready. Yep. Yep, believe in me. Yeah, you're going to move your butt back a little bit. Yeah, and then lengthen your tailbone. Like you have a block between, like squeeze your ankles. Yes, yes. How you doing? Just got to move back a little bit. Yeah, move your butt. Yeah, now lengthen. Yes. See how you've got to find that balance? I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And then if you're in down dog, take child's pose. If you're in another inversion, take your time to come on down. Yay. And then we'll just roll the hips over, grab your block as you do. They're like, no, we thought we're done with the block. Extend your legs out. Take your block onto the tops of your thighs. You might need to shift the fascia. I love that we use that word now. Once upon a time, I said something else. Anyways, you want the thighs to move back in our practice, actually in life, to support us. So having a block here, or you could use if you're at home and you don't have a block, a pillow is good, or a bolster, Tupperware container. See if you can actually compress through the abdomen. That's also good. As you fold forward, you may not touch your feet. You might have your hands either side, but if you can touch the outer edges of your feet, that's great. But compress the belly onto the thighs. Now, if you've got lower back stuff, forward bends are a bit tricky. And so maybe we're going to do a twist in a minute, but maybe come and do a twist early on your back. So like, can you compress the block into your belly? And then maybe here, from that connection of your core, think about lengthening through your lower spine a little more. Yes, the thighs press towards the earth. The toes curl back towards the knees. The toes curl back towards the knees. There we go. We get tightness in our obliques and our psoas. We want to release the tension of those muscles here. So if you really press into a block, can help. Laying on our belly can really help as well on a block. Take your time. We're going to inhale and lift on up. Remove the block. Come on down onto your mat. And as you do, hug your right knee into your chest. And then extend your right leg up to the sky. Hands can be behind the hamstring, or if you have flexibility, you can always reach for the big toes. We're going to release our right hand and guide that right leg over the body to the left. You might have your left hand under the thigh to support yourself. Are you okay with touching? Oh yeah, you already gripped my. So we want to get into piriformis a little bit. You okay? Tammy, you okay with me touching?
Yeah.
So we got more space here, and then you want to release here, because that might be causing some of your tightness. Don't hit me. You want space here, keep extending. So a lot of this kind of stabilizing support is going to help you. And then, of course, like those stretches, like we did Gomukhasana with the legs crossed. Yeah. Ball, tennis ball, roll. Yeah. Hang out with us. We might help you a little bit. Right leg to the sky. Take a breath in. Pause. Maybe just swirl the ankle a little bit. I love these socks. I just have to tell you. I love them. And then take a breath and really extend through your heel. And then as you exhale, think extend the legs slowly towards the ground, like to the count of 10, 9, 8. Maybe close the eyes. This is a release for the psoas, which wraps from around the back, across, and joins where those big, strong muscles we were just working hard today. And it just helps to release. And And then let yourself land on the ground and just listen. Thank you, body. It's friggin' amazing, this body. Can I tell you? So amazing. So easy to reset after, you know, I don't know, spending 6 hours in a car and then 3 at an emergency room. That's just my life. Left knee into chest, please. Take a moment, just pull it in, feel all the creases, and then extend it up to the sky. Enjoy a few moments here. Your hands can be behind the hamstring, or you could guide them up high if you have that flexibility. We're going to release our left hand to twist. So the right hand can come to the inside of your left thigh to hold it as you cross the body. And that'll help you get more external rotation through your left hip. And that helps to stretch maybe any kind of nerves through the outside of the hip that might be pinching space here. You see how much even just a little bit more you can get into. I was just saying to Helen, a tennis ball is a great idea into these little spots. Or if you haven't met Amelia Schroeder, she has a roll and release class Wednesdays 7:30 online. Even at night, even if you can't make it to the class, maybe sign up and get the recording. She's pretty smart. Or Tanya on Monday at 12:15, just saying. Or Tina always does ball work too at 4:30 on Thursdays, just saying. We should have more ball work. Caroline does ball work. Talk to Caroline. Pilates teacher is amazing, just saying.
She's here.
Yeah.
Just come here and get Denise too.
Yeah, exactly. Or come to my classes. I'll poke you a little bit. Sorry if I haven't poked you. How long's the flight from Japan? Not 8 hours? 10. All right, coming back around. Sorry, lifting your left leg up in space. Do twirl the ankle a little bit. It will feel good. And then extending through the heel. Take a breath in. And then really push through the heel, like you want to extend, like you push me over. Yeah, so it's an active, it may not feel like it, but it's a really active extension of your left leg here. Take your time coming down. If you need a layer as you land and you didn't grab one, let me know. If you need a blanket, let me know. If you need a bolster under your thighs because you're a little tender, you should do that. Let me know. I'm happy to gather whatever you might need. It is 10:45. Just to be clear about time, I tend to run a bit late. Sorry about that. And I'd like to encourage you to stay for at least 3 or 4 or 5 minutes listening. There's a great Rumi quote, says, there's a voice inside that doesn't use words. Listen. You just begin to rub your thumbs over the tips of your fingers. Maybe move your toes or any movement that you're called to do that. Listen to how best it is for you to draw one knee at a time to chest. And if you'd like, roll to one side. Take your time. We'll meet in a seat when you're ready. Let your hands find a place in front of your heart. I'm just going to take a moment of gratitude. Thank you for your good company, for this great teaching of yoga that has spent many years with many different teachers evolving. And to the land that we sit, to the caretakers, the Bunawong people, both past and present. We just honor them here today and invite each other together to step gently, taking the very best care of each other and this earth. And we'll seal this thought with the sounds of ourselves. The sound of Om one time together. Please join me. Take a deep breath in. Bowing your heads to your heart. Immense gratitude. Namaste. Thanks for coming this morning on a wet and wild morning. I hope it was worth your while. Please take the very best care of yourselves. You know how important that is, I hope. Welcome home. Thanks everyone who might be listening later.